Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name is Nick and today guys we're going to be jumping down into the world of XRP, taking a look at the most recent price action and what I think is likely to happen next. As I get into this video, if you find it useful and informative, smash that like button. I do appreciate that. If you're new to the channel, then why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all the notifications, and in doing so you will be kept up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. And if you haven't yet joined us in Discord, check it out, linked in the description down below. It's a fantastic community talking crypto 24/7. It's completely free and I don't think you'll be disappointed by what you find down there, so why not go ahead and check it out. And it's the first place that we go to notify you of the ins and the outs of everything that is going on in the crypto space. Let's make a start with this though. So XRP paired up with USDT on the hourly chart, and Binance is the data source. Here we can see I was expecting this kind of move upwards towards the supply zones. You can kind of see that here under this A, B, and C structure. Now I'm going to draw a couple of horizontal lines on here. I'm just going to draw this one up there, and I'm going to draw one just down here on the low. Okay, so we went from the low to the high here, basically between 30 cent and 36.05, a 20.17% move for XRP. And since then, it's actually been quite disappointing. I was expecting, as I said, to come up more towards these supply areas, and actually we've seen a lot of growth with many of these other cryptocurrencies since the DXY was pushing up, so it does feel that maybe the price here is being suppressed a little bit. Only an 8% move since the DXY was really going or tanking, and we saw a lot of other cryptocurrencies move up maybe 65%, but XRP not so much. It does feel like it's being suppressed down. Maybe there's a lot of selling pressure kind of coming in for XRP. If I throw the volume in here, the volumes are not unusual. They're kind of pretty much the same as always. So there's definitely a lot of stunted kind of growth, and it's probably to do with the fact that the DXY and many of the exchanges in the US are not kind of listing XRP at the moment because of the Ripple and SEC lawsuit and all that kind of stuff. So for the most part, really quite disappointed with the price action and the price movement here, but I'm still optimistic that we might be able to turn this around. From our stochastic RSIs, everything's actually looking pretty reasonable. We're oversold on the hourly. If we come up into our stochastic here on the 4-hour, you can see that we've got some progression to the downside. We've still got a reasonable amount to go. On the 8-hour, just outside of this overbought area, so yeah, not the best. Overbought on the 12-hour, overbought on the 16, overbought on the 20, and actually almost overbought on the daily. So I still think there's room to the upside here, but I think it's very much stunted and limited, and we will be seeing more downside here for XRP soon. So I think best case scenario is we're probably going to just try to come and get up to a double top kind of scenario, up to where we were previously at 36.05, maybe a fraction higher than that, but I'm not expecting the earth here from XRP. Now, of course, the XRP community might think otherwise and might want to take this up significantly higher with some FOMO activity, but for now, yeah, it doesn't look from a technical standpoint that we're in a really strong position. It looks like we're getting ourselves kind of caught up into a bit of a weaker position essentially here on XRP. Now, when we come into this kind of move from most recently, we kind of want to analyze, what's going on. We do have some positives to take away. One is our 200 EMA down here is acting currently as support, which is good, but it is only on the hourly. If I come into the 4-hourly chart, you can see it's actually acting as resistance. So chances are actually we're going to really struggle around here. Okay, so just kind of bear that in mind. Micro movements are looking okay, but on the macros, they're not really that positive. I would say that we've probably got a little bit more room to the downside to be had here before we can even think about a move upwards, and this could be some kind of ABC structure anyway. So let's go ahead and just kind of think about what that might look like. If I go ahead and throw these on, we might have to come down to 34.14, and if we do come down to 31.14, then we'll have something that would look like this. 31.14 is about there, and then we'll come up potentially a little bit higher, maybe even, as I said, to that double top kind of scenario. So we finish it off looking like this, but for the most part, yeah, nothing much more to kind of really think about on that. Now, the other thing worth checking at this point, although we don't really have great structure in here, is to see whether or not we actually have something more impressive going on. And the easiest way for us to kind of check that is to take this and move that over to this low here. And yeah, we could argue that actually what's going on here is a 5-wave structure to the upside. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 like this. That would be a really weak wave 5 though. Definitely doesn't meet any of those. Oh no, it does just about meet in the minimum requirements. So a 3-wave corrective structure down here, coming in, for example, towards that 1314, and then go up into a final 5-wave structure. We could see something to this effect, just peaking maybe above the 3615. I don't think the 1-to-1 is something that we'll see. Let's go ahead and just take a quick look at what that might be if it were to come to fruition. Let's go ahead and just knock that down one. Yeah, 36.4 would be where we would expect that to kind of go on that slightly higher range. I'll just put a little line in there, 36.4. Remove that. And it's basically going to be A, B, and C to that effect. So zigzag if we were to look at it that way. Of course, we'd have to consider what on earth was going on over here. We have overlap and stuff like that. So this could actually be a bigger run, yeah, possibly, but I don't think we've got the momentum for that. So we'll keep it kind of, to this for now and see how that kind of goes. So XRP, yeah, kind of disappointing. We'll have to see how it kind of goes. Rejected from the 4-hour 200 EMA, but on the 1 hour, we are finding the 200 EMA to be support. Essentially, I'm looking for a little bit more to the downside, around the 34.14, and then maybe slightly higher on a push. If we can kind of move up towards the 36.05 to 36.4, then from there, I think, yeah, we'll have to see how the structures are. If the structures are looking good and impulsive, then actually, we might be able to target those higher ranges as we were first kind of talking about and first expecting. But if, of course, we don't hit those 1.618 target zones, then I would expect us to kind of just break on down from here and possibly come down lower than 30 cent, essentially. Thinking about it, if I come up into our daily chart here, bring this back down, yeah, we got some kind of targets out here already. So we are kind of, talking about the 26.39, 26.59 hasn't changed, still remains there, even if we do get a little bit more of a run to the upside. So caution a little bit here with XRP. Obviously, the June low is set at 28.72. So, I think the market is a little bit green, but it's not really driven from demand. It is just basically driven from the DXY dropping down the way it's done, created a little bit of FOMO activity from retail investors, but there isn't actually anything too impressive going on. And yeah, from there, I think we can start to talk about more of a pull to the downside once the DXY starts to kind of correct itself back upwards. So caution is kind of what I would say here for XRP. But if you found it useful and informative, smash the like button. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and don't forget to join us down in Discord, guys. Until the next one, have a fantastic day.